Now I'm joined by a very special guest, Mr. Lalit Mishra, in fact the one who has discovered this particular flag which will be hoisted upon the shikhar of the Ram temple tomorrow. Lalit Mishra ji, thank you so much for joining us on CNN News 18. I first want to ask you that this discovery that you did, discovering the flag in this painting from the Mewar Ramayana, also tracing it's mentioned the Valmiki Ramayana. Just tell us about it. It's a very fascinating facet that we have discovered about this temple and the flag.
So many thanks to you. Actually, I was working on another project, which was, as you mentioned, which was on the Mewar's Ramayana. What happened? Mewar had just not fought against the Mughals, but it also Mewar also started a cultural revolution. So they started making the pictorial forms of Valmiki Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavat, and other Sanskrit scriptures. So what happened? While I was going through those pictures which were made in a studio, professionally built studio, there was a flag mentioned. The scene was when the Bharat was coming from the Ayodhya meeting to Bhagwan Ram with a purpose to bring him back home. In that scenario, from the Ayodhya side, there was a Rath, the chariot, and above the chariot, a huge flag was depicted. Earlier, I worked on the history of the world flags, and I was quite aware that in the world history, India's place is placed much lower than the Greek, Roman, and the Chinese empires. Their flags were given the higher place. So it was not acceptable to me because we are a much older, much ancient civilization. So when I saw that flag, so I thought the curiosity born within me, and I started exploring it. I thought it could be the world's earliest flag if I found the reliable evidences. And this is how the journey started, and finally going through hundreds of the Ramayanas, including the Goswami Tulsidas ji's Ramcharitmanas, then Bhavabhuti se Sanskrit, Raghuvansham, and then other regional Ramayanas, I found no evidences. But finally in the Valmiki Ramayana, at two places in the Ayodhya Kand, I found the reliable evidences. Sarg, that means chapter 84, and the chapter 96, where this very beautiful flag was described. And you will find it strange that it has got mentioned a tree, which was which again prompted me to know the reason why this particular tree is mentioned and what is this tree. The tree was named as Kovidar, which again was lost in our Sanatana tradition for long period. Then lost from the collective memory of our Dharma, our Sanatana Dharma. So it happened during the Dwapar's period, when the Mahabharata was happening. Ayodhya's king during that war, and he was killed unfortunately. After he died, this our Ayodhya, the great city of Sanatana Dharma, that was ruined, and because from all the from the tradition, the memory was lost. And in the subsequent Ramayanas, it is said that there are 300 Ramayanas. So out of 300, 299 Ramayanas do not have every particular tree.
So just coming in on that point, what you're saying, just coming in on that point, what you're mentioning, very interesting. And the Om, the sun, and the Kovidara tree, this getting all three on the flag, which is going to be put on the Ram temple shikhar tomorrow morning. How big is this occasion, I would say, also for the spirituality of this country, for the Sanatana Dharma of this country?
See, Omkar is the reflection of our spiritual height that India has achieved, because it is an universal sound which is never broken, which always keeps resounding. So that is the Omkar. It is Sanatana's symbol, spiritual symbol. That's why it is taken. And then there is a symbol of the sun god, because Bhagwan Ram belongs to the tradition of the sun, which starts with the Aditya, and therefore the sun symbol has been taken. I propose that using the sun symbol for Bhagwan Ram belongs to the Sun dynasty. And then Kovidar as well, because Kovidar has been the symbol of Ayodhya's kingdom, its sovereignty, its royal power. The tree can be known as the royal tree of the Ayodhya's kingdom. See, the flag is as important for Sanatana as the Tiranga, our tricolor Tiranga is important for the our country India. It occupies that importance in the hearts of the devotees, and it reflects, see what it progressive nature of the Ayodhya's kingdom, because they have they welcomed a tree which was made, it is not ordinary, it made by the essence of Mandar to Parijat, another tree.
Yeah.
So in a way,
Right,
what
sir.
comes to us in that
Right, sir.
antiquity, a hybridization of the plant. So it talks about not only just the
Right, sir.
spiritual, but our scientific heritage as well.
Right, Mishra ji. Thank you so much for that enlightenment that you brought on the show today with your insights and what went into the flag. And Mishra ji, they was describing the significance of the flag which is going to be hoisted on the temple tomorrow. इस ध्वज के बारे में कह रहे हैं, बता रहे हैं, ओम, सूर्य और जो एक पेड़ है जिसकी इस पे छाया होगी इस पूरे फ्लैग पे.
हाँ, तो ये विशेष ध्वज है जो धर्म का प्रतीक है और विजय का प्रतीक है, और इस पे साथ में सिंबल्स हैं ओम का, कि शास्त्रों में बताया गया है कि गीता में भगवान बताते हैं कि मैं ओमकार हूँ, है ना. तो सब कुछ ओम से ही उत्पन्न हुआ है एक्चुअली में. और सूर्य जो है भगवान के सूर्य वंश से संबंधित है. इक्ष्वाकु वंश में भगवान श्री रामचंद्र आए और वो उनके वंश को दिखाता है, और साथ में ये भी दिखाता है कि चाहे से बुराई कितना भी गहन स्तर पर चली जाए, लेकिन फिर भी सूर्य उदित होता है और ये धर्म उदित होता है. और हमेशा सनातन धर्म के जो मूल जो वैल्यूज़ हैं उसको वापस से स्थापित किया जाता है कि नहीं. तो ये धर्म को प्रेजेंट करता है, और जो उस पे ट्री हैं, जो पेड़ हैं, वो एक कल्प वृक्ष की तरह है, जो सभी इच्छाओं को, कल्प वृक्ष होता है जो सभी इच्छाओं को पूर्ण करता है. तो जब कोई व्यक्ति भगवान श्री राम की शरण लेता है तो वो सभी इच्छाओं को पूर्ण करने वाले हैं, है कि नहीं. तो इस प्रकार से
इच्छा तो पूर्ण हो गई अयोध्या वासियों की, लग रहा है पूरा राम टेम्पल कंप्लीट हो गया.
या आई थिंक इच्छा हम सबकी पूरी हो गई है, और अब राम का आशीर्वाद यूं ही बना रहे, हम लोग डेवलपमेंट की तरफ और बढ़ते रहें, हमारा देश, हमारा शहर, हमारा प्रदेश सब डेवलप हो विद दिस होप. और हम लोग इसी के साथ भगवान श्री राम के चरणों में ऐसे निरंतर श्रद्धा के साथ बैठे रहेंगे और सनातन धर्म की ध्वजा को लहराते रहेंगे, मजबूत करते रहेंगे.